I want to tell Steven Jackson, I said, fuck George Floyd in this baby. Bitch, you won't say nothing to me. George Floyd was a dope thing. He died of a fentanyl overdose. Fuck George Floyd. And I've been saying it since he died. Matter of fact, I'm re-releasing my album, dissing George Floyd. And I dare one of you niggas come die behind it. Hate you, Steven Jackson. You a pussy anyway. And your big ass fucking with me in Texas. Ask King Shoot. You ain't never looked for me.
The second George Floyd's name reappeared, the internet exploded. What should have stayed in the past reignited like wildfire, fueling a fresh storm of outrage. Rappers, influencers, and online voices didn't hesitate. They swarmed in like it was a race to go viral. All it took was one reckless bar, one thoughtless jab, and just like that, social media was set ablaze. It all kicked off when Lil Yachty mentioned Floyd's name in a punchline that didn't sit well with listeners. But before the initial outrage could fade, Charleston White jumped into the spotlight, doing what he's known for: provoking outrage, fueling arguments, and challenging anyone to confront him. That's when Steven Jackson, a close friend of Floyd and one of the most outspoken figures during the protests, stepped forward and refused to stay silent. 3 names, 1 spark, and a media storm no one saw coming.
Aim to be famous. They gotta say all the smoke because we the biggest shit going. We the only one got these type of partnerships and shit, and I thank God for it. So I'm not gonna jump out here and play myself off the streets for nobody, bro. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep stepping with integrity. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I only speak facts. The rat nigga that's talking, ask him how I was in Dallas for 6 weeks straight to see him, and this nigga ran. His right-hand man is named Dewberry. Dewberry's on the phone. Go ask him. Never, I would never say the clown name. Never say the clown name, because they want that. You dig what I'm saying? But just leave George's name out of everything, bro. Respecting the dead is not cool. And anybody that's riding with somebody that do that, that says a lot about you, you dying inside. New sneaker candy. New business I got. You know that I'm always somebody who rock all the nice sneakers. You know what I'm saying? I always got the shit early. So we got a company called Sneaker Candy where we gonna socks, all kind of socks with designs on them, hats, t-shirts, all kind of shit coming soon. So y'all support the brand, man. Don't ever let nobody play you off the street, man. Don't ever, hey, people only hate what they can't be. And a lot of time the people that's spreading all the hate and the nonsense are the people that they ain't accomplished nothing in life, bro. You heard Denzel. It's always the people talking and hating that ain't never accomplished nothing.
It started with Lil Yachty, who included George Floyd's name in a lyric that many found disrespectful. As soon as the line made its rounds online, criticism followed instantly. Fans didn't take it as a joke. They were angry. To a lot of people, it came off as insensitive, using a name tied to deep social impact for entertainment. Steven Jackson, one of Floyd's closest companions, immediately responded. He didn't hold back, making it clear that some things aren't meant to be joked about, regardless of how famous the artist is. In an unexpected turn, Yachty didn't push back. Instead, he stepped forward, contacted Jackson personally, and offered a direct apology. For a brief moment, it looked like the matter had been handled. Things appeared to cool off. But just as the situation seemed to be dying down, yet another controversy emerged. The calm didn't last long, because Charleston White jumped into the mix. Known for keeping drama alive, Charleston took things even further. He thrives on stirring up outrage, and this situation was no exception. Rather than de-escalating the issue, he intensified it. He went online and made remarks so offensive, people were left in disbelief. Not only did he disrespect George Floyd's memory, he also announced plans to re-release an old diss album aimed directly at him. And it didn't stop there. Charleston shifted his focus to Steven Jackson, calling him out by name and provoking him to react. At that point, it wasn't just about public controversy anymore, it got personal. Steven Jackson wasn't about to let Charleston's comments slide. He responded quickly, reminding everyone that he had already confronted Charleston in Texas. According to Jackson, Charleston talks a big game online, but goes quiet when faced in person. Instead of trading barbs, though, Jackson shifted the focus. He spoke about character, purpose, and choosing not to be pulled back into negativity. He made it clear, he's not chasing internet drama or attention. His energy is going towards something real. Sneaker candy, his new brand focused on sneakers, socks, and streetwear. For Jackson, this wasn't just about an argument. It was a bigger message. He encouraged his supporters not to let anyone trick them into throwing away their future. To him, Charleston's actions were just noise. He believes in leading with principle, not reacting with emotion. Charleston White, however, is no stranger to this kind of attention. For over 5 years, he's built his public persona on one thing: visibility. The more outrage he stirs up, the more his following grows. And every time a celebrity replies, it plays directly into his hands. Charleston doesn't keep his tactics a secret either. He's openly stated he'll report people to the authorities if it protects him, and he's even proud of it. In his view, that strategy keeps him untouchable. He instigates, he antagonizes, but he avoids real-life consequences. That's the trap. While others lose focus in emotional reactions, Charleston gains more followers, more exposure, and more reach. It's a cycle, and he's mastered it. Jackson, by responding, may have unknowingly given Charleston exactly what he wanted: more attention. Every social media mention, every video, and every repost adds to Charleston's momentum. But some public figures steer clear of that cycle. Take Gilly, for example. He stays silent, ignores the provocation, and as a result, denies Charleston the response he's looking for. No reaction means no publicity, and that stops the growth at its source. This is the key takeaway. Giving Charleston attention only helps him expand his reach. Responding fuels his presence. Sometimes the most strategic move is not to engage at all. At the core of this situation is a larger question: clout versus respect. When someone disrespects the memory of the dead, emotions naturally rise and the internet reacts. That's why conflicts like this spread so quickly across platforms. Charleston understands exactly how the game works. He feeds off outrage, turning people's pain into momentum for his platform. The more disrespect he shows, the bigger the reaction. And the bigger the reaction, the more visibility he gains. But here's the real question: is Charleston White actually winning, or is he just manipulating everyone into keeping the machine running? Let's break it down. Lil Yachty tried to de-escalate with an apology, but Charleston turned that into more content. Instead of letting things cool off, he intensified the situation, calling people out and inviting conflict. Then Steven Jackson stepped in, giving Charleston the kind of attention he thrives on. So now we have to ask, when do we stop adding fuel to the fire? Trolls don't grow in silence, they grow under the spotlight. And at this moment, Charleston is standing in one of the biggest spotlights he's ever had. Now I want your take. Did Steven Jackson really confront him, or was it more for show? And should public figures even bother responding to Charleston White, or is ignoring him the only real solution? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading each one.